Going into the woods alone at night can be downright terrifying. But what if you stumble upon something or someone you'd rather not face? Tonight, we're uncovering 6 of the most spine-chilling encounters ever caught on camera. These stories will have you thinking twice before ever setting foot in the woods alone again. Let's jump straight into the first unsettling encounter. But before we begin, just a quick warning. The last video is truly disturbing. The first video tonight comes from Chris Baird, a US-based creator known for his paranormal investigations and eerie explorations. His videos often dive deep into haunted locations, using tools like the Necrophonic app to make contact with spirits. And what he captures is rarely comforting. It is April the 16th, 2025, and Chris finds himself deep in a forest near a river, an area rumored to be tied to occult activity. As the sun sets and shadows stretch, he makes his way to an old weathered bridge, one that's long been a focal point of strange sightings.
You guys know how all that stuff works. I'm gonna need to explain it to you. But there's another bridge right here. Just water under this one. Like, no pun intended, water under the bridge. But... Hello? I wanted to do a quick session. Again, they say there's a lot of occult activity all over this forest, and these bridges apparently are hotspots for it. So I want to open up Necrophonic, excuse me. You guys can download Necrophonic in my description. There's links for that. If you guys want to download Necrophonic, please use my link in the description. But I was just talking to a woman named Virginia, and it says she died in a car crash, which makes me think that maybe she crashed into the river. And who knows if it was ever found, her car or her body. Virginia, are you here with me right now? Yeah? Oh, kind of crazy. Virginia.
Chris sets up to investigate the area and attempts to contact spirits at the bridge. The creepy part? This moment is just the beginning. The real fear sets in later, and it has nothing to do with ghosts.
Is it true that you died in a car accident in the water or the river? So, oh yeah. Virginia, was your body ever found? It said deep. Never found? In the water. The woman. Whoa. What the actual was that? Demon? Virginia, is there anything we can do to help you? Where is your car located? What the was that? Get out? What did I just hear? What was that? What the hell am I hearing? Am I in danger right now? Might? No? Leave me alone? No. Do you want me to go home and get out of here? Portal? Is there a portal here on this bridge? Leave? Get out. Get some crazy answers. Why is this forest haunted? What's the reason? Drugs? Water? Occult activity? Is that what I just said? The other song I said occult activity. Are there cults still actively using this forest? they've been found? The devil? I heard that people that leave this forest end up having nightmares. Is that true? That was so far. What the hell? I have chills. Am I gonna have nightmares tonight? So anything you want to say to me before I go? Okay, what the hell? That was the same shit again. It's like footsteps right next to me. Who just did that? Who just walked on the bridge? Demon? It was a demon? So weird, I can see the water moving down below me. All right, anything else you want to say? I'm about to close the session. I'm gonna leave. It said Chris. Chris, your name is. Okay, I gotta listen back to all that. Holy shit, I have chills. Leave. Whoa, 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 whoa. It just said God and then the loudest crash. There's somebody out there? I'm not coming anywhere near you. Guys, I apologize. I know I've been a little bit shaky with the camera moving around a lot, but I'm all alone out here. I'm deep in a forest right now, guys. It doesn't matter where it is, whether it's in the middle of the city, middle of the state, country, town, doesn't matter. Forest is forest. I dare any of you guys to come out here. There's not a single soul out here that I've seen. What the f are those sounds? Besides that person that I thought I saw up there, I don't know. I don't know if my camera caught it, but there was a light shine at me. The forest at night is different than any other place. It doesn't matter what forest it is. I just happened to pick all the haunted ones. Girl scream, what the f? What the actual f was that? Okay. I'm getting out of here. Guys, I'll see you back at the car. I'm getting the f out of here.
Using a Spirit Box app on his phone, he begins to receive disturbing responses. As the session continues, the air shifts. Strange sounds close in. Footsteps, splashes, even the scream of a girl from the forest. Feeling unnerved and out of his depth, Chris decides to call it a night and return to his car.
That was so loud, but I need to go that way to get to my f***ing car. Okay, that was a voice. Guys, I literally just got back to my car. You gotta make this shit up. I'm pretty sure somebody broke into my car. But they didn't take anything like valuable. I'm so confused. I literally just got back to my car. My glove box is literally wide open. Hard to see. There's like my registrations right there. There's actually lotto tickets from Indiana that I gotta cash sometime. My passport's in here. This was closed. My passport's literally right here. That was just like that. I don't know why if you're gonna break into my car. And look at all my stuff back here. My bag was all zipped up. My stuff is all over the seat right now. There's a bag over there. That's a gift. It's Michelle's gift from, it was her birthday. Family member got that for her. I don't understand. I'm just so confused. I know I locked my car. I always lock my car. It auto locks. My keys in my backpack. I'm genuinely confused. I mean, I'm in this parking lot right now. There's literally, I don't know. There's 2 cars around, but nothing else here. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody. I'm sweating. I'm just like nervous and just mad. Again, I don't think anything else is missing. My wheels, everything looks fine. I'll start the car in a minute and make sure, but I just want to document this for you guys. Like, what were they looking for? Genuinely, I'm just confused. I don't know if the alarm was going off for a while, maybe, and maybe they... Hear that? I don't know. I generally don't know. I don't know what to say. If you guys have any answers, any help, or anything you can do for me, anything in the video that I missed, anything you guys saw, heard, whatever it is, please let me know. I got a pretty long drive back to Michelle's now. She's all the way across the other side of the city, so keep keep you guys updated. But I guess I'm safe for now. I'm back at the car, so I'm just gonna move myself over and just go back to Michelle's. Just very like, it's a weird feeling. You just feel very like, not broken, I don't know how else to put it, but like, yeah, I don't know. Kind of kills the confidence a little bit. And like, is there a tracker in here now, an AirTag or something?
But the night doesn't end there. When he gets back to his vehicle, he finds it has been broken into. Oddly, nothing is stolen. Instead, the glove box has been rummaged through, and the contents of his bag scattered across the back seat. Whoever, or whatever, was there wasn't just looking for valuables. Thankfully, Chris escapes the night physically unharmed, but mentally shaken. This one's eerie from start to finish, from ghostly messages to a real-life intrusion that raises more questions than it answers. What do you think was really going on out there? Let us know in the comments below. Quick question. Would you ever camp alone in the woods, not knowing who or what might be out there with you? Or do you prefer to stay warm and cozy in your own bed, watching others brave the unknown from the safety of your screen? The next horrifying video comes from Brendan Explores, a YouTube channel that dives into the world of abandoned places, stealth camping, and hidden wilderness spots. It is March the 18th, 2024, and Brendan sets up for a stealth camping trip by a quiet lake, likely somewhere like Lake Burnley. His goal is simple: stay the night unnoticed, record his experience, and head out by morning. But as the night unfolds, his plan takes an unexpected and unsettling turn.
On this beautiful hillside park up, I don't even remember what the hill's called now, but maybe you can see some of the lights in the distance there. We've got a couple of cars rolling past from time to time, but nothing that's going to be concerning us too much. I think get the bed set up and get ready for bed, I think. And then we'll be off to go and explore more of the Peak District and other places in and around the Peak District tomorrow. We're not going to be cooking tomorrow. We're going to be sampling some of the local delights that the Peak District has to offer. We're going to grab a light breakfast in Ashbourne. I think that's the name of it. And then I think we'll finish the day up in a place called Uttoxeter to have a nice meal before we part ways. But that's tomorrow, so make sure you stick around for next week's video. But from this little park up, on top of the hillside... Is that a car up there? No. Unless anything else more incredibly exciting happens, I guess I will see you next week. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm going to do the final clean up and get my head down for the night. I'll see you in the next video.
Brendan winds down for the evening, sharing his thoughts about the next day and signing off from the vlog. At least he thinks he is. Because what happens next is anything but a peaceful night's rest.
Someone was just outside the bed. Oh. You alright, mate?
Yeah. And there's a car. Did you have it as well?
Yeah.
Like a.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at you, mate. There's a car pissing about up there. It must have been. They were by the van. I don't know what he's doing up there. He's the one
Hang on.
worrying me a little bit.
Yeah, hang on.
Well, he's got something to say.
What time is it?
You stay away from my van.
Honestly, when I heard that car go past, what were they doing?
I don't know, but we've got somebody up there who's got a big spotlight on. he's our problem. Because he's just driving backwards and forwards. If you look, he's definitely got a light on there. He's sitting up there. Is there someone up there?
That scared the living daylights out of me.
Well, I just banged my roof, I did then.
Jesus. So what are they playing at up there then?
Is that light on there?
It's just stalking us.
It's if it's sitting up there with the headlights on. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. Are you?
Yeah, like whether it's a vehicle or not. Well, it's definitely a vehicle because I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. It was a little like Ford Connect van.
Well, why is he just stood there or
That's what I'm trying
sat
to
there
work
like
out, mate.
stalking?
If you look here, if you stand here, right, you can just see one line. If I move to the, it looks like there's two.
Honestly, that noise.
Here he is, here he is, here he is.
That Land Rover.
Yeah. Right.
They're playing music as well.
Okay, they saw me. I saw them. See you now. Okay. What I will say is we're here, right?
Yeah.
Look at the distance between the farm, right? That's a fair way that is.
Yeah.
And it's round a bend as well, so we're looking at it from here. The light's gone off. Right.
So what would that light have been then?
That would have been a vehicle, mate. I've got to be honest, like, because that farm's quite a way away. Now, we've had another vehicle. Look, mate, look at the time, what time it is, right? You're not going to just get anybody coming down here, are you? And there's only another option of doing this, Brendan, is the drone.
Apologies if you guys can't really see much because of how dark it is, but
In the middle of the night, Brendan and his friend are jolted awake by strange tapping on their vans, like someone's lurking just outside. Stepping out cautiously, they spot a car parked up the road, headlights fixed directly on them. It's a chilling moment of realization. They're being watched. They launch a drone, hoping to get a better view of who or what is out there.
definitely something or someone at the brow of that hill. Look at your naked eye at the top of that hill.
Yeah. See, it's picking up something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, mate, it's a fire. Look at the heat off. Look at the glow off it.
What the hell are they doing setting fires at this time of night?
It was quite a big fire, that was, because it
Yeah.
showed up, didn't it?
Car's gone past twice.
Yeah. So we have two vehicles.
Yeah.
Go past, but I haven't
What did you say? One was a van?
One was a van, definitely a little van,
Yeah.
and the other was
Land Rover.
yeah, that Land Rover.
So conclusion in a nutshell is that we're going to carry on staying here. We're going to kind of disregard that a little bit. At least we know what the initial sound was that sounded, well, quite honestly, horrific in the middle of the night. But as Steve said, it would have been a lot better if whoever that was, whether it be farmer or friend or foe, whatever it was, at least if they'd have stopped and just said something, because we were outside the vehicles. It might have just given us a bit more of an inkling of what their intention was, but try and settle in again for the second time tonight.
Good night, mate.
All right, mate. Just give me a shout if you need me.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, if there's anything going on, just hit the horn, all right?
Yeah, all right, mate.
That's the best way of dealing with that.
All right, I'll see you in the morning. Well, I'll see you in a few hours. I'm going to get into bed, get it nice and warm in here again. It's 5 degrees in here right now. And try and get some sleep. Although I'm not holding out too many hopes with what's just happened, but hey, wish me luck. If I don't bring you back for the remainder of this video, I've been successful in getting a good night's sleep.
But by the time the drone gets up, the vehicle is gone. Whoever it was left without a word, just as silently as they came. Brendan floats a few theories. Maybe a curious farmer, maybe someone scouting the area. But what sticks with you is how the person vanished the moment they knew they'd been spotted. It's that kind of behavior that makes you wonder, was this an innocent passerby or someone with a darker intent? Let us know what you think in the comments below, because sometimes the scariest part of van life is realizing someone else might be watching from the dark. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us to continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Rose Gentry, whose channel primarily focuses on horror stories, creepy encounters, and mystery explorations. She shares chilling narratives that often revolve around paranormal activity, urban legends, and mysterious discoveries, frequently in outdoor or isolated settings. It is June the 2nd, 2024. And in this video, a man is hiking alone through the woods when he stumbles upon something strange. A half-buried box nestled beneath the forest floor. Naturally curious, he decides to dig it up and open it. Inside, he finds an old weathered doll. But this isn't just any doll. Its face is disfigured, its limbs worn, and there's what appears to be a rusted nail driven through it. As he inspects it, an overwhelming sense of unease begins to take over. There's something about this find that doesn't feel right. Could it be a voodoo doll? A ritual item? The idea might sound outlandish at first, but given the doll's condition, combined with its eerie setting and placement in a remote, overgrown part of the woods, it becomes harder to shake the feeling that this was meant to be found. Or maybe it wasn't.
This box was buried, and a tree was uprooted and uncovered it, and I don't know exactly what it means entirely, but anyhow, looks like it's made of human skin. Could be wrong.
So what do you guys think? Pretty unnerving to find something like this. Do you think it's just someone who put that there as a joke, or something far more sinister? It looks like it has been used, with a rusty nail in it, and like it has been burned and pretty worn out. Either way, pretty creepy to find something like this in the woods. Perhaps it's not the animals we should fear most, but other humans. In the dark and desolate places we explore, it's often the unexpected presence of another person that turns a thrilling experience into a truly terrifying encounter. The next shocking video of the night comes from the Paranormal Chambers, a YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the supernatural and conducting ghost hunts at haunted locations. Their content features deep dive investigations using all kinds of ghost hunting gear. But in this particular video, it's not what they captured that's most terrifying. It's what found them. It is September the 29th, 2024, and the team is out at Cannock Chase, a famously haunted forest in the UK, known for ghost sightings, shadowy figures, and decades of strange stories. They're hoping to capture some supernatural activity, but things take a disturbing twist early on. As they begin their investigation, they notice something off. Two figures quietly appearing from the woods nearby. At first, it seems harmless. Hikers maybe. But soon it becomes clear these two strangers aren't just passing by. They're following them. No matter which direction the investigators turn, the strangers stay just out of reach, lingering behind trees, never getting too close, but never letting them go either.
Hi guys, well we're back in Cannock Chase. We're just having to do a bit of a detour. We've parked up and we started walking into the forest and two people came out of the other side, and then for some reason they keep following us. So we just walked up one way and they walked up there and they were watching us, so we've waited for them to go off the other way and we've come back down this way, and now we're just seeing if they do follow us or not. So we'll keep you posted. We just thought we'd start the video now. So anyway, welcome to tonight's investigation. Cannock Chase. Not quite started the way we were expecting, but I don't know if it's there now, I can't see. I think we've given them the slip for now. Oh, turn that off. Huh?
I think they're walking out.
They're gone.
Yeah, I reckon. We've just seen them come out the corner by now.
Yeah. Can't see them.
Lots of weirdos around this place, I tell you.
Yeah.
That was strange, that, guys.
As they start their exploration, they notice they are being followed by 2 people. So for their own safety, they start filming and try going a different way.
That was strange, that was. What happens is we parked up, found somewhere where we can go, do a bit of investigating in. And as we started walking, about 100 yards in, 2 people come walking out the brush. And they started going up, then decided to turn back and follow us. And they were literally on Sarah's shoulder. And then we walked off.
We went up like a little side bit, didn't we? To throw them off track to see if they followed us.
We went up a little path into the woodland.
Well, like if they follow us.
And they came round following us, but then went up on the main track on the same route as us. But we've then turned around and gone back.
Went back other way, didn't we then? The thing is, they kept watching us, didn't they?
Yeah, they were constantly watching us. We're just wondering whether it's because of the equipment we're carrying. Maybe they wanted it.
That's the only thing, isn't it?
I'll pass you back to Sarah.
Hi again, guys. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe now. Can't see him, so. Right, I'm going to turn you off for now, guys, and I'll put you back on in a little while when we've got to where we're going.
What would you do if you were being followed in a secluded wooded area? Let us know in the comments below.
Right, here's another update. We are still being followed. We just seen them walking down the track behind us. They're probably about 200 yards up from the track. I don't know whether you can make that out, but there's the track up there. And they're just up round that corner. One of them just popped his head round the corner. So we're just stopped dead at the moment, just see what's happening, but it's looking like they are following us.
Tucked behind there, aren't they? Because
yeah, they're just round that bend.
when you looked and noticed them and they'd seen that they'd been seen, they like moved that way, didn't they, behind the bushes?
Yeah. But we've still got possibly hour and a half left of daylight. We are going to stay here until it gets dark. We might be able to lose them. We don't know yet, but as soon as we find a decent opening in the forest, we're going to walk our way in.
Yeah, we're going to try that one.
But at the moment, they are following us, so let's just keep on going, keep walking down. Because if we keep stopping and watching them, they're going to think, well, hang on a minute.
Do that where it's pointed behind us, so we might be able to see on the, it's tiny though, isn't it, on the GoPro, but we might be able to see behind them without having to keep turning round.
Yeah. It's really strange, you know, you watch these videos and you see people saying, oh, they're being stalked by someone, or someone's in the forest throwing stones at them. You see all these videos,
Yeah,
but
we're like, what a load of shit, aren't we?
and now we're actually here, it's actually happening. It's fucking stupid. It doesn't make sense. Why are people like that up here? You can't just go for a nice civilised walk without people sort of following you and wondering what they're going to do. Oh well, come on.
Can't see them, but
let's
before
just
we
keep on
couldn't
going.
see them, could we? We thought they'd gone and then...
Thinking they may have lost the stalkers, once again they realize they are still being followed. Unsure of what to do, they keep walking. The real question is, why are they being stalked? Could it be that the people following them are planning to rob them for their expensive camera equipment?
Yeah. You're getting a bit scared, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah. I don't like it. Like, you know, I think as well when we've got his equipment on us and stuff.
I
you
know,
it's
that's
that
the
what-
thing, yeah.
But
Because that's what they're up to. They're going to try and
Yeah.
bloody rob us or something. And
I've said this a million times, haven't I? Like when we do investigations and stuff, it's not the spirits and the dead that you have to worry about. You know, that's not what bothers me when we're on stuff. It's the living people.
yeah,
Yes, you don't know who's hanging around. You don't know what they're doing, do you?
nah. What do you reckon? Should we just sort of duck in somewhere? And...
What about up here? Should we try go up there then?
Yeah, come on.
We'll sort of track
What we're going to
back.
do, guys, we're going to go up here. Look, there's a little side track.
I say if we track back and see if we can end up coming behind them.
I'm just going to see if there's any. Can you hear him? You hear him talking? Can you hear that?
Listen. Very faint. And
Yeah, you can hear him talking.
I say we go through and we try and duck back
Yeah.
and then see if we can get behind them, kind of thing. Have to just try and be a bit quiet though.
Trouble is, when it starts getting dark, if we put our lights on, they're going to find us sweet easy, aren't they? We don't really want to put the lights on, do we? You hear it?
Turn camera that way so we can try and see on camera.
I think they're all coming.
Try and be quiet. Because they might not know that we've gone up this way then.
Hey?
They might not know that we've gone up this way then.
Phew, it's a bloody steep hill. They come out of the brush just as we got on the track, and then they were right behind us for ages.
Thing
And
is
then-
as well though, it looked as if then they were going to go off and then they came back.
Yeah,
And then we found like that little path that were in between two main paths, and they followed us up that rather than choosing one of the other paths.
yeah,
Why?
yeah. Well, I don't think they're coming. Knowing our bloody luck, we get to the other end of this little track through the forest and they'd be at the other end. You right?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
No, I was just checking.
Yeah, you can hear them. They're down on the track.
Is that them though, or is that just a cyclist or something going past?
I don't know.
No, that sounds like a few people.
What, do you want to keep going?
Yeah, just go somewhere else.
Luckily, they made it out safely and unharmed, and whoever was following them never caught up to them. It's chilling to wonder what the people's intentions were by following them. Could it have just been an innocent mix-up? Or were they planning to rob them? Or something far more sinister? Let us know what you think in the comments below. This video is a stark reminder. When you're alone in the woods or a forest, always be aware of your surroundings, because you never know who might be out there, lurking. There are countless things in this world that we don't fully understand, and sometimes the true dangers lie in the unseen things that go bump in the night or whisper from the shadows. The next video comes from Trent the Traveler, a YouTube channel that uniquely blends van life adventures with mobile gaming. Trent documents his solo journeys across the US, camping in scenic, and sometimes downright creepy, locations, all while sharing how he keeps himself entertained on the road. But not every night out in nature is peaceful, and this one took a turn he didn't expect. It is December the 10th, 2021, and Trent is solo camping in a national forest, just trying to enjoy the quiet before nightfall. With his dog by his side, he begins the usual evening routine, gathering firewood and getting a fire started near his van. But as the sun sets and darkness creeps in, so does something else, a deep feeling of unease.
And now I am amongst the darkness of this forest, all alone, trying to gather some firewood. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's kind of spooky. You start hearing noises. If you listen for too long, you start seeing things move. If you stare for too long, and you might be asking, why am I walking so far away from my campsite right now? Well, that is because earlier when I was walking around, I found a bundle of wood, like thick boys, that would be great to burn throughout the night. Gosh, I feel like I'm playing the Blair Witch right now. Like we're in the Blair Witch and we're gonna find some effigies in the trees. Bullet! Come on, boy. Come on, Bullet. Bullet! Come on. I hope I can find my way back to the campsite. What is that? Okay, that looks weird. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Why is there a random recliner in the middle of the woods? Okay, there was just a weird humming that I heard.
As Trent sets out to get some firewood, he says how he feels a little creeped out after hearing some noises. As he goes to the spot where he'd seen good firewood earlier, he stumbles across something unexpected, a random recliner chair, just sitting on its own in the middle of the forest. No trail nearby, no explanation, just an old, worn-out chair, abandoned in the woods.
I think that's a plane. Oh, it is. It's a plane. All right, Mr. Reclining chair, you look comfy, but I think I'll sit in you some other time. I'm gonna go continue finding some wood. Nice meeting you. See you later. Aha! Look at what we got here. Dude, this is it. Now the question is, with both of my hands full, how do I get the wood to my campsite? Okay, we're gonna have to do this all weird and stuff. God dang it. I was gone for too long and the fire went out. Break! Millie, you did a horrible job at keeping the fire going for us. I blame this on you. Okay, there we go. Now we got a good fire going again. You know, believe it or not, but building and maintaining a good fire is a lot harder than you think. And there's a metaphor there, somewhere. You just gotta look deeper. Okay, the fire is roaring finally. It's nice. I'm nice and cozy right now. You know, a lot of people ask me, do I ever get spooked or creeped out when I'm camping by myself in the middle of nowhere like this? And the answer to that is abso-freaking-lutely. You know, when you're by yourself in situations like this and you start settling down for the night and the sun goes down and the forest gets quiet again, things get really spooky really quickly. Especially like when you start turning out your lights, getting ready for bed. It's almost like, yeah, the forest gets quiet at night, but like the spooky parts of the forest get louder for you. Dude, there's so many times when I genuinely feel like there's someone walking around my van in the middle of the night. There was actually one instance where I was like fearing for my life. I was in the middle of the desert of Nevada at this hot spring, and the nearest town was like an hour and a half away, and I had this hot spring all to myself. It was in the middle of the desert, surrounded by snow-capped mountains, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful landscape. And I had that place to myself for like a week, and I stayed there day and night, just hanging out at the hot spring. During the day, I mean, it was awesome, it was beautiful, but at night, it was like weirdly spooky, because you would think, you know, a desert's really not that spooky because it's a freaking desert. But I don't know, man. At night, it was just pitch black except for the stars in the sky. I don't remember the moon being out at all, so when you stepped outside, you could see the silhouette of the mountains and the stars, but you couldn't see in front of you. You couldn't see your hands. Like, it was that dark outside. But there was one particular night where I had shut up my van, and I'm getting ready for bed. I'm all cozy in my bed. It's kind of chilly, and it's all quiet, and I'm just about to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden, I hear something rustling and tussling right outside my van. And I got freaked out, because on the way to this hot spring, I was listening to this podcast called The Black Tapes. Highly recommend it if you like paranormal, spooky stuff. So I was listening to that podcast on the way to the hot spring, so I was already on edge at this point. And when I heard that rustling and tussling out there, I immediately thought, holy crap, it's a killer, I'm about to die, they're about to slaughter me, and I can't get help because the nearest hospital is an hour and a half away, and you know, your mind just starts wandering. And I hear it, whatever it is, I hear it circling around my van. Like, literally, it sounds like this. And I'm like, what the freak? There's someone outside.
Hearing someone outside your van while camping must be one of the most spine-chilling experiences you can have, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere, where no one is supposed to be around.
And I'm literally thinking like all the worst possible scenarios that could happen from this. And then it gets quiet, and the rustling and tussling stops. And it was like a horror movie. It was like, okay, something's about to happen. I don't know what it is, but I'm on edge. I'm not ready for it. Whatever it is, something's about to happen, and I'm freaking spooked. And it stays quiet for a second, and I'm like, okay, they didn't walk away, whatever it was, because I didn't hear them walk away. The steps just stopped. So immediately I thought, you know, what if they're staring at me through the freaking windows, and I have no idea? Because if you look through this window right here, that's behind me, as you can tell, you can't see out at night, but people outside can see in at night, which is really freaking creepy. And I kept imagining a face just pressing up against the window, looking at me, laying in bed, and that just gave me chills down my spine. And it's still quiet, I don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden, there was a freaking donkey outside my van, literally right outside where my bed was, just hee-hawing at my van for some reason, and it scared the crap out of me, but I couldn't help myself but just laugh at the situation, because I was genuinely scared that I was about to get murdered in the middle of this desert, but it's just this cute little wandering stray donkey coming to say hi. But yeah, that was the moment I realized that there are wild donkeys in the desert of Nevada. Fun fact, if you didn't know. But yeah, it gets spooky at night, man. Being by yourself, you start thinking about like the worst possible scenarios. You start hearing things that aren't there. You start seeing things that aren't there. Like even right now, if I looked deep into these woods, like I can see like a silhouette of a person if I really wanted to. Yeah, I'm gonna not do that though. I don't really want to see a silhouette of a person right now. I'm kind of, I'll do that some other time. Not right now though.
What a terrifying experience. Thankfully, in the end, it turned out to be just an animal and not a person. But this whole encounter proves that sometimes your own mind can be your worst enemy. Out in the wilderness, every crack of a twig or rustle in the leaves can snowball into fear. To live full-time on the road like Trent, you need a strong mindset. It's not just about braving the elements. It's about not letting fear consume you. Quick question before we go on to the next video. Have you ever gone van camping? And if so, did you ever hear something strange outside your van at night? Let us know in the comments below. Before the next clip, if you are enjoying the video, please drop us a like and consider subscribing. We upload new creepy videos weekly. Now, back to the video. The last and most disturbing video of the night comes from Moxley's Paranormal World, a UK-based YouTube channel that delves into the eerie and unsettling, offering viewers a first-hand look at some of the most haunted and abandoned locations across the country. It is September the 25th, 2024, and in this unsettling solo investigation, Moxley heads into a patch of forest known locally as the Witch's Woods, a place with a dark history and eerie reputation. Locals warned him not to go in alone, sharing tales of witchcraft, ghostly voices, and strange sightings. But drawn by curiosity, he enters just as the sun begins to set.
I'm heading in to the Witch's Woods. I've had multiple people tell me not to come down here, but I'm going to anyway. Can you come and tell me who it is that's haunting this bit of woodland for it to get its nickname? What the hell is that? I can hear the dog over this side. Okay, that was odd. Let's keep the torch down for a minute. Hear that? It's like somebody's banging metal against metal. Is that a goddamn scream? Hey, that
Take a right.
Take a right. Okay, I'm heading in. Take a right. What's to my right? Oh. Well, it looks like I found a stream. Who's out here? Who's haunting this woodland? Come forward. Come and speak to me. Tell me who you are.
Hurting.
Hurting. Are you hurting? So this part of the woodland here was actually, back in the 1700s, early 1800s, was used for deer hunting. So you've got the old hall over that way, and they used to use all this for deer hunting.
The man scares me.
The man scares you? What man scares you? Can you tell me who he is? And why does he scare you? I've got to cross that to get in. Yo, look how the tree's been snapped at the top.
Despite the warnings, Moxley enters the forest and immediately starts witnessing strange activity. From the moment he steps in, something just doesn't feel right.
Oh, it's blocking my path as well. What the hell's happened to this tree? Oh, it's not too bad. Look at the tree. It's been snapped over.
Conjure.
Conjure.
And what did I say people have been saying? That they've seen trees snapped over about 8 to 9 foot in the air. That is at least 8 to 9 foot in the air. He said conjure, and I've just heard the weirdest little noise on. Right at the stream as well. What the Been told this place is evil.
You are heard.
I was heard. Or come and speak to me. Come and tell me who you are.
I'm in the dark now. Do you want to come to where I am? Come and speak to me. What the was that?
Photo.
Photo. Would you like me to take a photo? I can take a photo. Just take them in night vision with this. Take one more there. And one more there.
You're going to show yourself on the photos to me.
Candle.
Sorry, I've not got a candle with me. I wonder if there's a candle lying around.
Well, there's no candle. Can you knock on something to show me that you're here? Is that possible? What the hell is going on over there?
Moxley begins using his spirit box, and what's eerie is that the responses seem to make sense. At one point, he asks if the spirit can knock on something, and a few seconds later, a knock is actually heard in the distance.
The hell is that?
Over in that direction is the other part of this woods. And that's a lot of racket.
Moving on from there, moving a little bit deeper into this woodland. Come on, the witches of this woods. Come and show yourself to me. Come and show me how strong you are.
Or if there's any other spirits out here, use all your energy. Come and manifest yourself next to me. Come and speak to me. I swear I heard a voice not too long ago. If that was you, can you do it again?
Look at this tree. It's been there a while, that. Well, after that call out, this wind has started to pick up. Oh well, this is getting a little bit sketchy around here. There could be anything lurking just beyond this, watching what I'm doing. I am here to speak to you. I want you to do what you do to other people that... What was that? What was that? I'm hoping the camera picked that up.
That definitely sounded like a laugh. Sounded like a little giggle, a little laugh. Is that your voice I just heard? No freaking way.
As the session continues, things get more unsettling. Giggling can be heard, faint but clear. It's a moment that would be enough for many to turn around and leave. What would you do if you heard that in the middle of the woods?
I feel like I'm in the Blair Witch. I really feel like I'm in the Blair Witch at the minute.
But I'm constantly over my shoulder because out here is really not a nice feeling. And I've heard 2 voices out here so far. I keep hearing branches breaking up in the tree line. Almost like I'm being stalked. I definitely feel like I'm being stalked out here.
Look at the moon. It's a bright orange.
So it is a full moon, as you can see just here. And it is bright orange.
I'm in the Witch's Forest. where there's been a lot of reports of paranormal, something evil out here. So if you're present with me now, manifest yourself, show me that you're with me. Burnt. Hey, witches, burnt.
Was you a witch? Were you burnt at the stake out here? Or are you something evil? If you are, show me. Quiet. You don't tell me what to do. You want me to be quiet? I want to hear your voice.
Whoa. What was that? I'm gonna head towards it. Whatever that was, I wanna know what it was. Whereabouts are you?
Pat.
Pat. Is that your name, Pat? Whistling. What's whistling?
Okay, there's a weird feeling in the air. Oh, look at this!
Right. Something was just stood right here. Pat, was that you watching me? No, I swear to hell, something was stood right there then.
The woman scares me.
The woman scares me. Who's this woman? Was that who's just stood here then? Watching over what I was doing? I need to keep walking up this way. I swear there was something stood there. I'm coming back into the forest. I want to find.
Moxley presses on, going deeper into the forest. While still communicating through the spirit box, he sees a black figure in the corner of his eye, seemingly watching him. But when he turns to capture it on film, it's gone. There's a chance this could be the spirit he's been communicating with, known as Pat.
Whatever that was that I seen.
Monk.
Monk.
Was it a monk that was watching me?
I keep hearing very, very faint whistling. You tell me the monk's name. Look again, more of these trees.
Go down.
Go down. Do you want me to go this way? Is there someone back here?
The spirit communicates once more, and suddenly, something runs past him. That moment seems to be the final straw, and Moxley decides it's time to leave.
The bad lady's here.
The bad lady's here.
They will get you. Who are you?
The bad lady's here. They will get you. Who am I? My name is Moxley. I'm a ghost hunter.
We have spoke before.
Right, I need to get out of here.
Woman.
As he prepares to exit the forest, the spirit continues to respond. With noises coming from all directions, and the previous figure sighting fresh in his mind, he makes the call to head out.
That sounded like somebody was running right up
My
towards
life
me.
was taken.
My life was taken.
My blood.
My blood.
That definitely sounded like somebody was running through the woods towards me.
My life was taken. Blood. That was scary.
I'm panicking a bit because that definitely sounded like somebody run through the woods towards me. It's like something was telling me to get out. That was the feeling I was getting. Do you want me to leave? If so, scream. Use all your energy and scream for me to leave. There's something out here with me. I feel like there's something evil out here with me. Something not nice. Look at this up in the tree. Oh, spooky then. Look at the claw marks. I think you can really see them. Look at those claw marks there. Looks like claw marks from here. It all looks the bleeding same.
Thankfully, Moxley makes it out safely and unharmed. But it's clear that this was one of his most intense investigations yet. From the responsive spirit box session, to seeing a figure, hearing giggling, and having something run past him, the experience was deeply unsettling. So what do you think? Would you have kept going deeper, or turned back the moment the spirit responded? Let us know in the comments below. One thing's for sure, the Witch's Woods might just be a true hotspot for the paranormal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these 6 spine-tingling encounters, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more chilling and terrifying videos. There's always another mystery waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss what's next. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.